And good evening, everyone. We're going to do a weather update with still the scattered showers and storms falling across parts of the area. Here's a live view outside of the city right now. What a difference a few hours makes. This shot, you could barely see the skyline with the torrential rainfall about 2 hours ago. And now we're getting a beautiful sunset, even rainbows being reported. But earlier, we do have some video coming in from all of the rain and the storms doing some damage, some trees down. This is a tree down in Ravenswood. You can see the large trees. Some storms were bringing wind gusts up to about 45 miles per hour. This one blocking the road there, causing minimal damage, but boy, what a big tree that was brought down. And then also all of the flooding around parts of the area, flash flooding. You can see the flooded streets here on the city's north side. That water up about 4 to 6 inches in some of these locations. The good news is that the rain and the heavy rain in this area is beginning to end, so we'll start to see some of this water retreat, but you really need to be aware of the conditions driving around tonight. If you encounter a flooded road at any point in time, especially one like that, you never want to drive through it. And you can see still some of these side streets flooded as well, with poor drainage in some of these areas. Improving conditions expected through the night. So let's take you to live Doppler 7 Max. We're seeing the heavy rain and the storms come to an end in parts of the city and Cook County. Still some isolated back to the north and west, so we'll watch those. But on a weakening trend, the heaviest of the rain and storms south of the city right now, parts of Kankakee and then northwest Indiana, you are getting in on some very heavy rain. So these storms will continue to push into your area and then cross over I-65. Everything right now below severe limits, and you can see that trend of those showers and storms kind of diminishing, especially in coverage, but definitely packing a punch here out of Kankakee into parts of Newton and Jasper counties as that will continue to head east through your region. A lot of lightning here, torrential downpours, some isolated ponding on roads, and flooding can't be ruled out. Flash flood warning still in effect here for parts of the city, Cook County, central Cook County, I-55, 290. As well until 8 p.m. And then another flash flood warning well south of us in Livingston until 8:45 because a nice little isolated cell there is dumping a lot of rain. And rainfall from tonight or late last night and into the day today, anywhere from 3 to 5 inches in and around the Chicago area. So those storms just bringing the torrential downpours 1 to 3+ inches in terms of rain rates with some of these storms. And you can see that bullseye right on top of the city. And then anywhere you see the yellow and orange, that's 2 to 4+ inches of rainfall. And flood advisory still in effect until about 7:45, another 45 minutes here. Big picture, we're tracking a front that's pushing through. Out ahead of it, it was very humid and muggy, working with that moisture. These will continue to push off to the east-southeast as we head into the evening, continuing to monitor the flood threat. The front is up to the north here, and that's where we have some cooler conditions. For the remainder of the night, we'll still be watching out for some isolated flooding by about 9-10 o'clock. All of this winding down, and we begin to clear out overnight with that front pushing to the south of us, also clearing us out and making way for much comfortable conditions with dew points dropping. Flood watch still in effect until midnight. Improving conditions through the day tomorrow. These temperatures in the 70s and 80s right now. The big change tomorrow will be the humidity. Minneapolis, dew point there at 57, so you can clearly see where that front is situated. It will continue to drop down south tonight and take away all of this humidity that we've been sitting in. So for tonight, scattered storms still ongoing. The potential still for some minor flooding around the area. Beautiful conditions Wednesday and Thursday. We begin to heat back up into the weekend. Highs in the 90s. Chance of a few storms as we head into early next week. But some beautiful weather to enjoy coming up the next couple of days. We'll have a full update, your full forecast coming up on ABC 7 at 10 p.m.